It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field in Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
We go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that went over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the air again with Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. On the draw, this is Henderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Check. No loading. Check.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air. It's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting those 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
So winning the game, you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
1st down, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Winston. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, 57 yards. Two scores on the game. Something to try to spin that time, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, if they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 80. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Winston. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brian shaken up on the play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And Hoez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Up the middle, it's Williams. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. To throw, Winston. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 16, Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Loaded. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. Welcome back now to Denver.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
14 yards.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Winston's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So what a debut we've got going here, Charles. His first ever NFL game, and that 3 touchdowns now on the ground.
I know this organization thought they'd found a winner, but I can't imagine anyone thinking the results would come quite this fast.
York now for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Ready, ready.
Throwing now is Wilson.
And that's caught by Williams.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now Wilson.
Able to find Judy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.